Hello everybody. My name is Heidi and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through with you all of the scents that I melted for the wax melting challenge back in April. This is hosted now by Patricia Gates, who is temporarily, I believe, taking over for Angie over at Kentucky Waxy Girl. So I did this in March and found it to be very fun and just a different way to kind of do the ritual of switching out my wax. So I decided to do it again for April. I will say at a time that I don't have every single day because one, I was on vacation for a little while for spring break, and then two, there were just some days that I skipped. But I do have all my bars or clamshells here that I'd love to sniff with you guys. So if you enjoy this kind of video, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And let's just get into the video. So for April 1st, it said melt a fake out scent. And I just was stumped. I don't know. I just didn't know what to melt. I didn't really understand what the prompt even meant. So I really faked myself out and didn't melt anything that day. So that was like the ultimate April Fool's joke I played on myself. Yeah, no scents that day. Didn't like it. Won't do that again. Wouldn't recommend it. And so that was April 1st. All right, here we go. The first wax that I melted in April was Summer Rain for a blue wax. And so here is Summer Rain. I absolutely love the label on this. This was from a Bring Back My Bar 2 rounds ago, I believe. So last June. And this one is just absolutely so perfectly named. It smells like a summer rain. So it's not that heavy thunderstorm scent, which I also enjoy, but just find a little sharp and strong. Sometimes this is like a lighter version of that. I think it has some like black lava salt and cyclamen, and I can't remember the other notes, maybe some botanicals. So it definitely has like a greenness to it, even though it's a blue wax, but it just does kind of smell like a summer rain. So I really love this one. It's in my club and I go through them during the spring and summer pretty quickly. I melt that one here in my living room, and also from time to time, I guess I would do that in a bathroom, but mainly just here in the living room. And I feel it's a good performer. All right, for April 3rd, it was melt a white wax. And I had a hard time finding a white wax, but I did finally find one, and that one was Coconuts for Coconuts. This is actually currently available in our catalog, and it is a white wax. It does have a coconutty scent to it, but it's definitely got like a bright juiciness to it as well. I get like fruitiness in here and a slight hint of a white floral. So I primarily get like almost like a tropical fruit juice and white floral, less coconut. So I think this one was a little misleading for the name. I really would love to see scentsy come out with a true creamy coconut scent, not the coconut palm from Bring Back My Bar, because that one was not that, but just like that creamy coconut scent. They have scents like that at Bath & Body Works. I know the Body Shop has one called coconut. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's in the brown body butter that they make. And it's some kind of a coconut scent. And it's just so creamy and like suntan lotiony and just coconutty. And there's no extra frills with it. And so I really want Scentsy to come out with something like that. And they just haven't yet. That I remember. So yeah, that was April 3rd, Coconut for Coconuts. I find that to be a very strong performer as well. And I believe I did that one in my kitchen and it was appropriate for that room. Okay, on the 4th, it was melt something that had strawberry in it. And so I went for Sun Ripened Berry. And this one is a red wax. I have not finished this. I did pick up some of these bars in a flash sale, I believe. And since I don't have it in club and I only have a few bars, I'm kind of melting them sparingly, but I do really enjoy this one. It definitely has a strawberry note in there, and then also just some other berries. It's very sweet. It's very nice in the kitchen, and that's where I think I did this one in the kitchen. 1 cube. Yeah, I may have done it in my little, I have a little mini warmer in my kitchen, and then I also have a full-size warmer in the kitchen, and sometimes I do alternating scents in there. So yeah, that was very nice, and I'm looking forward to melting the rest of this bar this spring and summer. So I'm going to set that one aside because it's not empty. All right, and then next up we have Melt a Caramel scent for April 5th. So I went ahead and pulled out my big boy caramel chestnut. This was from the Holiday Brick collection this past winter, and I think I have 2 bricks of this one because it was my favorite. I also have the bar in my club. This is not like a sticky caramel, if that makes sense. It's like a spicy, nutty caramel. So it's definitely, ooh, my brick is getting really oily, but yeah, this one just reminds me of Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day Acorn Spice scent, or the Williams Sonoma Spiced Chestnut scent, in like their hand soaps and hand lotions and things like that that they have. And I absolutely adore this scent. It's an interesting scent to me because you'd think it's bakery or maybe just something more appropriate for the kitchen, but it really isn't. It has like this nuttiness to it and a spiciness to it where it's not too cloying or sweet. It's not like that sticky, ooey gooey caramel. So I melt this everywhere, like not bathroom, but I did it in like the living room, bedrooms, kitchen, and it felt appropriate in all those rooms. So I'm doing a pretty good job. Because this is more of a seasonal melt, I won't be warming it at all again this spring. This day that I melted this, it didn't feel right as far as like the season went, but I needed a caramel scent for the challenge, so I went ahead and went with it. But I fully intend to use this brick up next fall and then bust into my fresh brick that I still have from last year. And yeah, that was caramel chestnut. Never disappoints. I feel that's a really good performer as well. It's not like a boomer by any means or a powerhouse, but it definitely like keeps its own, and I can smell it when I walk into a room. So that's a win for me. All right, next on the 6th, it was Melt Your Favorite Scent category. Well, I really enjoy so many of the scent categories, and it's hard to pick a favorite. So I just went ahead and went with my favorite for this time of year. So my favorite scent category in the springtime is green, a green scent. So I went ahead and went with my absolute favorite green scent that Scentsy I think has ever carried, and that is Wally. Classified. Went ahead and finished the whole bar. This one is so yummy. It's a green grass. There's a little bit of a green apple in this one, which I understand it's got to add like some sweetness and tartness to that green grass. And so for that, I forgive it for being an apple, because I understand you kind of have to do creative things with scent so that they're not just, one flat note. But this one really truly reminds me of the 90s perfume from the Gap called Grass. They had a line of like, I would say, elemental perfumes where they had like air and grass and earth maybe, or they had different things like that, and this was one of my favorites and I used to wear it. I really wish I had hung on to my bottle. I'm sure I ended up giving it or donating. I'm sure that it got given away at some point in years past, but I really wish I had kept that one because it was so good. And yeah, this one is just a really good performer. Nice and strong. The apple does not come out till a little later into the melt, which I'm thankful for because I really like that fresh green grassy scent right away that it gives. And then later on when the apple comes out, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm ready to switch you out now. But I do have this in my club, so I am able to freely melt this without worry or concern that I'm going to run out. And so if you ever get your get a chance to get your hands on Wally Classified and you like green grass scents, I highly recommend this one. It is a strong and good performer, but not it's not too much for me anyways. Okay, the next one was Melt a Spa Scent on the 7th, and I went ahead and went with see, sometimes I'm missing these. I can't find it. I might have thrown it in a different bin for empties. Some of these are empty, so I'm feeling like maybe I lost that one along the way or misplaced it. So I went ahead and melted Quiet Grove. I love that scent. I have a couple, 2 or 3 that I had picked up from flash sales, and it is just such a beautiful, relaxing, spa-like scent. It actually gives me like green tea perfume vibes. So anyway, I love that one. I hope it comes back someday so I can put it in my club, because I would put it in my club. That's a beautiful bathroom and bedroom melt. So that was Quiet Grove. Okay, the next one was Melt a Kid scent. So I have several scents in my collection that I think would be like, you know, childlike, but the one that I picked for that day because it just felt right was We're All Mad Here. This is a Disney licensed bar. I went ahead and finished the entire bar. I do have this one in my club, and this one is just a very bright, tart, berry, fizzy, strong, powerful, long-lasting scent that I absolutely adore. It just makes me smile when I smell it because it's just so bright and cheerful. And so, yeah, I quite like this one, and I'm going to keep it in my club for now. So that was We're All Mad Here. Okay, on the 9th, which was Easter, and also my little guy's birthday, he turned 4 on Easter Sunday this year, was Melt a Pastel scent for Easter. So I went ahead and got out my new Heirloom Rose from the Disney Epcot International Flower Garden Festival. And this one is just really pretty. It's got, you know, that really pretty pastel pink, and it's very rosy. I do have it in my club right now, but I could see myself taking it out. I'm just not going to yet because of the season that we're in. I feel like I want to see how much I do melt it in the spring and summer, but it is just that true rose petal smell. It's slightly perfumey, but pretty authentic. And I think I might have put a vanilla mixer with this one, maybe vanilla cream or sugar cookie or something to kind of temper it down a little bit and add some more sweetness. And I really did like that blend. So that was Heirloom Rose. I believe this is still available, and the entire collection is clubbed for me because I enjoyed every scent for a different reason. And so that was that. All right, next on the 15th, we're already jumping to the 15th because I had spring break. So the 15th, it was World Art Day. So melt a unique or pretty scent. Well, I think that Paradise Petals is very pretty and very unique. It is not available anymore. It was just recently retired, but I love this. It has neroli and orange zest, and it's just a very pretty floral, citrusy, summery, perfumey scent. Yeah, very pretty. I love it. I'm so glad I have it in my club. I have like I said before in another video, I have a stack of these. I'm really going to need to commit to melting them this summer because I don't want to get overloaded with a backlog of bars that I can't get through because it is in my club, and I really don't want to take it out. I don't know, you know, if it would ever come back. So anyway, enjoyed Paradise Petals. I think this is a really good performer, and just a really pretty scent, but you have to like florals. All right. On the 16th, it was Melt a Red Wax that gets sweaty. Well, I have several red waxes that get sweaty, but one that I really wanted to melt was Big Hero 6, Would You Like a Hug? I love this movie. My kids love this movie. Yeah, it's such a sweet, sweet story and fun, and Baymax is just squishy and funny and cute. And anyway, but about the wax, this is like berries. I think has strawberry and marshmallow, maybe raspberry. Oh, it's so good and strong and berry and tart and sweet and just an excellent performer. I actually have this going in my kitchen today. Love it. It's not in my club, but I did pick up a small stack of these last time they were in a flash sale. So I will be careful not to go crazy melting these, but I really can't see myself melting this anytime other than like spring and summer, maybe fall. But I'm going to try to make it a seasonal melt so that I don't go through them too quickly because I do quite enjoy that one. All right, next we have on the 18th, we're jumping to the 18th now, melt a scent that you hoard. So I have been hoarding this bar. I'll just show you proof because the back is no indentations. I don't know if that's the right word, but it is My Wish. My Wish is coming back in a Bring Back My Bar, and the last time I bought this, it was in a Bring Back My Bar. So I've been hoarding this for a long time, but I don't have to hoard it anymore because it's coming back in June and I'm so excited. This is an old school scentsy scent, and it's just marshmallows and violet, maybe some fig. It's so yummy and sweet, but also pretty and strong and long lasting. But I think this is something I would mostly do in my bedroom. And so, yeah, I don't get through bars quickly doing it that way because I only have one little warmer in my bedroom that doesn't have a lot of room for cubes. It's an older element warmer called Venetian Green. I love the look of it, but it just doesn't fit very many cubes. So I can't go to town with my bars in just for a bedroom melt. So I either need to add another warmer to the bedroom, which I probably won't do, or I just need to, find other places in the house to warm this. So maybe I'll see if my teenage daughter likes this and I'll start melting it in her room too, but I do plan on clubbing it, and I do think I can get through them quick enough to have them in a club. So that was My Wish, and it's so yummy. I'm so excited to have this one back. Actually been sniffing. I have a room spray of My Wish that I've been hoarding for years, but it's the old room sprays, like when they were plastic and you could screw off the top and like open up the spray thing. So it's really, really old, and but it still smells great, and I just keep it so I can smell it because I think I had bought that. I don't know if I actually did get that one from the last Bring Back My Bar or if I got it on like the Scentsy Black Market, but either way, anytime I'm out of My Wish, I just smell that little room spray that I've kept. So, all right, let's move on. The next one is the 19th, melt a scent that starts with the letter A. So I went for Arctic Kiss. I love this one, and I feel like it's not named properly or put in the right season. This they should have all year long in the catalog, and maybe even name it something else like Arctic Melon Kiss or something, because it's very summery to my nose. It's not wintry at all. It's not fall. I mean, spring is fine, summer, but like, I don't know. I really primarily get like a melon scent with like a clean scent, maybe a little mint, maybe a little bit of mint, but mainly just this yummy, clean melony scent, and I love this. So this is a great performer. I kind of put this everywhere in my house. I can't think of a room I wouldn't do this in. So it is in my club, and I'm glad that it is, just in case it doesn't come back, but I think it's pretty popular. I think we'll see it back. So that was Arctic Kiss. All right, the next one is jumping to the 21st. Melt a blue and green wax together. So I went ahead and melted my second to last cube of Stitch Experiment 626, and I have one cube left now, and I love this scent. I took it out of my club because something about it bothered me when I first got it, and I don't know why, but I smelled like almost fermented and like beer, like a fruity beer. I don't know, it was weird to me. So I didn't like it at first, and I took it out of my club, and then I totally regretted it because the next time I melted it, I was like, oh, this is really good. So then I had to hoard the bar. So anyway, I still have one cube left, but I hope we see Stitch back someday. And Angel as well, because I do have that a couple bars left of that one, and I think I took that one out of my club, or maybe I still have that one in my club. I do love that one too, but this one was like a, oops, I shouldn't have done that kind of thing. So anyway, I melted it with Cocoa Lime. So the blue and the green together they went really well together. Cocoa Lime I do have a bar of, but I wanted to use up testers, and this is just a yummy Cocoa Lime. It's a green wax. It's a great performer. So is Stitch, and it is definitely got like a butteriness to it. I can't remember who said that, but it does kind of have a butteriness to it, and it doesn't bother me terribly, but I find that when scents have that, I can only melt them in the kitchen. It's just something in my head where I'm very like seasonal melter, but also room specific melter. And so for that reason, I feel like I can only do this one in the kitchen, whereas a cocoa lime scent is something that I would think I could do almost anywhere in the home in the spring and summer, and I don't think I can with this one, but I do love it. And so yeah, that was my green and blue mixed together day, and it was yummy. Okay, next. Oh, I should say, did I have... Well, I don't have that one out, but I do have this one. I kind of did two that day. I did two different mixes of the blue and the green. So the other blue and green mix that I did was blue hyacinth. And I still have a couple bars left of this. This is an old one because you can see there's no imprints on the back. But I absolutely love this scent. It just smells like hyacinths. If you've ever smelled those flowers in the spring and summer, that's exactly what they smell like. It's so beautiful. And I put it with Flower Shop, and I didn't grab my bar of it. I think I have some left, or maybe it's an empty, but I mixed that with Flower Shop. I don't think I mixed them directly together though. I think I did on alternate warmers, and that was really just a pretty floral, springy, yummy day to be in the home. So blue hyacinth, I really hope comes back someday for another Bring Back My Bar, or we see it in like a flash sale or something, because it is lovely. Excellent performer, as well as Flower Shop is too. All right, next was April 22nd, and it was Earth Day. So it said, you know, melt an earthy scent. And so I went with another Epcot bar, Mint Fields. I went through almost the entire bar. I still have like a cube and a half left here. I really, really like this one. It's different. It's very unique. It's one of those sort of primitive scents where like you just get one or two things and like nothing else. So what I get is just spearmint and greens. Like if you were to take the grassy greens from here, but not the apple, and mix it with the spearmint that scentsy must have, that's what you get. And so I really, really like this one. It's like a bar where when you start melting it, it's like it smells one way, and then as hours and hours go on, it like starts to really come, it like starts to really develop and come full circle, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like it's very, it doesn't like decrease, it like increases. So so anyway, I'm loving Mint Fields on its own. I think it would be a fun one to mix, though. Actually, I did mix it with something, but that'll be for my next I think it's for my next melting challenge, the one I'm doing right now for May. But anyway, love this. It's a great strong performer, and it's unique. And yeah, it's like green grass, but also kind of those weedy things that are around your grass too. It's not just grass. It's like grassy greens mixed with the spearmint. So anyway, that was for Earth Day. All right, on the 23rd, melt a scent you associate with Florida. I have a lot of like tropical scents because I love tropical fruity scents, but I did find one bar. I have a couple of these bars, but I did find one that I hadn't really opened up yet, and it's I don't know when it's from. I think I might have been taking a break from Scentsy when this came out, but it's called Coconut Daiquiri, and it's, you know, it's older. It doesn't have the imprints on it, so it's got like little bananas and tropical drink cups on the front, and it does, whoop, dropping wax pieces. Yeah, it really is just very like a tropical drink. It smells like that. And any kind of tropical drink scent reminds me of Florida. There is something a little funky about this, and I'm thinking it's probably because it's old and it's turned. I don't think it probably smells like that, like a fresh pour. So I'm gonna have to really get through these quickly because I have 2 full bars. Well, now a bar and almost a full bar left of these, and it's still a little early for me for like melting real hot day waxes yet in my home, but I'm just probably gonna do it anyway because I kind of want to get through these. I may have to mix it to see, but it was okay. It was not a super duper strong performer, but I was all right with that because it does have a little bit of a funkiness now that I think it's maybe old. Okay, the next one was for April 24th. It was melt a new to me scent. Well, a very new to me scent. It's Blue Coconut Beach, and I am really loving this scent. It's got, I can't remember all the scent notes to be honest with you, but It was one of the Mother's Day bar scents. And as this sits longer and longer, like I've melted almost the entire bar. I did some in the kitchen one day and I did some in the bedroom one day. And it's like a less creamy version, more fresh version of, my mind is blanking right now. Why can't I think of the name of that scent? It's the vanilla scent that they just discontinued. Why can't I think of the scent? Vanilla Waves. Oh my gosh. I kept thinking salty vanilla, and I know there's salt in that one, but I was like, what was the name of that? But yeah, this smells like Vanilla Waves. So if you were sad that Vanilla Waves went away, try Blue Coconut Beach, because it's very, very close. More so after it's melted for a while. You don't necessarily get that like right now. I mean, I do, because I've already melted and smelled that as it came out. So now I can like connect it. But this is very, very good. And it's a good coconut. Not quite the coconut I was looking for, but I'm happy with it. Anything that smells like Vanilla Waves, I'm happy to have more of. I do have Vanilla Waves in my club, but I probably will club this one as well, just because I want to make sure I have plenty of those kinds of scents to melt in the summer, because they're just so easy to pop in a warmer pretty much in any room of the house and make it smell good. So very happy with Blue Coconut Beach. And yeah, still available, I believe, as a Mother's Day bar. All right, on the we're jumping to the 26th now. Skipped the 25th. This was melt a scent you would like to wear in a perfume. And there's so many scents that Scentsy has, but the one that came to my mind immediately, and apologies for this nasty, janky, I just have to break this piece off because it's already falling off. I melted my tester of Aloha Citrus. I do have a bar of this already ready to melt for the summer, because I do love this one, but I just needed to get through a tester. So I went ahead and did this one. I love Aloha Citrus. It has a citrus in it and a vetiver. I can't remember the other notes right off the top of my head, but this would be such a yummy, like woodsy, citrusy perfume in the summertime. So yeah, if you guys over at Scentsy, which I know nobody watches this video from Scentsy, but, or, you know, Scentsy headquarters, but maybe someday I'll put this in the idea portal or something. But if they came out with Aloha Citrus and body care, I'd be very happy, because I think this would be beautiful in shower gel and, you know, a perfume spray, like a body spray. I just think it would be awesome. Yum. So I love Aloha Citrus. Can't wait to melt that one. It's not a super strong wax, like it's not a powerhouse, but I am fine with it. It's beautiful. Smaller rooms, load up warmers. I'm happy to do that for that scent, because I think it's very unique and just beautiful. Okay, next one on the 27th. Melt waxes that you don't like to eat or drink, but you like in wax. Okay, so this was tricky, because honestly, I really don't melt anything that I wouldn't eat, like food wise. Like if it's a foodie scent and I like the smell of it enough to melt it in my home, I'm probably gonna want to eat it. But I thought of these two, because Perk Me Up is a coffee scent that I would not drink. Like this kind of coffee that they made Perk Me Up with, I would not drink that coffee. I think it smells mediocre. It's kind of like office coffee or church coffee. It's just not good. I just wouldn't waste anything on that kind of coffee. And so I picked this one. I did have it in my club for a little while and took it out because I'm just not crazy about it. I thought I could do some mixes with the bars that I have left. I might have 1 or 2 bars left of this, but I wanted to try and replicate a Bath and Body Works candle that they just came out with recently. Like, I think it's like, maybe, is it called Pink something espresso or something espresso, pink or purple espresso lavender mixed scent. So it's like coffee with lavender basically. And I loved the smell of the candle, but I thought I want to try to do that at home. So I mixed this with this. I think I did 1-to-1 cubes, same warmer. And this is whipped vanilla lavender, by the way. And it was good. I think it probably was reminiscent of the one from Bath and Body Works, but not as good. It just, there was something missing still. So I was like, maybe the Bath and Body Works one is using like an espresso scent, and this is more of like that weak coffee scent. I don't know. It just doesn't smell like strong coffee to me, but that's because I drink espresso like in lattes. So yeah, drip coffee just doesn't do it for me. So anyway, it was fine, but yeah, and this is not that strong. Like French lavender is much better than this, I think, and you could mix French lavender with a vanilla to get this vibe. But if you don't, this isn't currently in the catalog, and you could pick that up, and it's a beautiful, beautiful scent. Just not super, super, super strong or long lasting, but it is yummy. I love the scent profile on that. And this one is not available anymore, and I did not club it, or I took it out of my club. So there's that. All right, we are almost done. On the 28th, it was Melt A Lavender or baby scent, and it was pretty easy for me to think of like what I think of when I think of a baby scent is something like 100 Acre Wood. I also believe this is still currently available, and it has, I don't remember all the scent notes, but honestly, it just smells like a lavender sandalwood vanilla kind of scent to me. So I don't know that those are the scent notes, but that's what I get. It is quite light, and you really need to load up your warmers, or if you're somebody who's scent sensitive, or you only want a light scent because maybe you are putting it in like a baby's nursery, this would be perfect. But I need a lot of it to make it really something that's worth it to me that I can smell. So I probably won't repurchase this when I'm done with my bars, to be honest. But it is a really nice scent, and it does have its place. So that was 100 Acre Wood. On the 29th, it was Melt A Rainy Day scent. And so I went ahead and went with Orchard by the Sea. Now, I know this might not seem like a rainy day scent, but when I was filming that video with my two of my sons we were doing the first sniffs of these spring summer bricks, or is it maybe just spring bricks? Spring bricks in bar form. One of my sons, I think it was Abe, he said that this kind of reminded him of like a peach orchard, but like walking through a peach orchard on a rainy morning. And I was like, I could see that. So I went ahead with this one just because of his description, and I do really like Orchard by the Sea. I will say though, because I'm real sensitive to like masculine scents, and this one starts to lean a little bit more on the masculine side for me, more than I would like it to. So for that reason, I don't know that I'll pick one up in a brick, but I do enjoy the bar right now, and I'm melting in my boys' room, and it's doing well. I don't know that I have all of them in my club currently, but I have time to decide before June whether or not this will stay. We'll see. It's to be determined. But this was quite nice in the boys' room, and I did like his description on that. So that was the rainy day scent. And the last day that I did in April was the 30th, and it was Melt a Floral or wax that starts with the letter F. And I went with another one that's new, which was Chamomile Petals, because it's floral. And this one is the scent of the month for April. I think it was April, right? Because May is a new one. Aloha Orchid. Yeah. So this was April's, I believe. And I liked it. I do. I love it on cold sniff. It kind of reminds me of like a sunflowers perfume, like the Elizabeth Arden sunflowers perfume. It gives me that vibe. But it wasn't super strong for me. I put it in a bathroom, and sometimes bathrooms can be finicky just depending on the humidity levels in there, depending, on so many variables. Bathrooms are a little bit, they're tricky. So I can't remember if I melted it anywhere else. I only have 3 cubes gone, which makes me think I did it in the bathroom, because our big bathroom, I have a tiny mini warmer next to the sink, and then I have a Desert Bloom element warmer like in the back corner behind a clawfoot tub. So like I can put 1 in the mini and then 2 in that one in the corner. So that's 3. So I probably just did it in the bathroom. I'll have to test this out in a bedroom and see how well it performs, because I don't want to write it off just yet, but I'm a little bit sad it wasn't stronger. But it is a beautiful, beautiful scent, and it is currently available. I think it's still currently available to purchase and definitely available to put in your club. So if you like a light floral, I think this has some apple in it as well. It didn't bother me much. But if you like a floral that's not like too smack you in the face floral or like headache inducing, I think this might be a good option. So anyway, that's everything, guys. That's what I melted in the month of April. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back with another video as soon as I can. I've got some videos planned. I've got empties. I've got another kind of empties. I've got other ideas, and it's just being a busy mom with 5 kids at home. It's just getting harder and harder to find the time to do everything in addition. And this is that time of year when things get really busy. I was telling somebody the other day, this is like Christmas time. I don't know why, but like end of the year is like Christmas time again in regards to how busy we are. There's just so many different parties and events and graduation things, and yeah, it's also recital month for me in my dance studio. So things get busy. So I may not be posting quite as often as I had been at the beginning of the start of my channel, but I do have plenty of things on the roster that I am excited to get up for you guys. And so thanks again for spending time with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.